Team, how you doing? It's Mo. I'm back with the Hobao Hyper Plus 2. And after the unboxing and first run yesterday, I was reviewing the footage and more importantly, insight that was coming in from the comments from Brutally Average and also RC Eskimo. Shout out to them, man. Go check out their channels. They got some good stuff going on. But, their insight got me thinking about, different configurations on this vehicle. I mean, you can go through and read the comments. I'm not going to go into it right now. But as I was thinking through and looking at different configurations, I wanted to keep it simple and go out today and just test what smaller tires would be like on here. So what I did is I put some 17 millimeter hex hubs on here, and I got some D-boot Copperhead 2s on here. And these are definitely smaller than the stock tires, but it also reduced the weight of this vehicle by about 1.5 pounds, right? So now, if you think about it, this thing's on 6S. It's 1.5 pounds lighter. So if you draw a parallel, the Arma Creighton BLX V5, it runs 150 amp ESC just like this. And then it has a 2050 kV motor. This has a 2000 kV motor. That vehicle weighs about 12.2 pounds, right? And it has a gear ratio with the speed pinion in it. I think that'll be a 15T pinion and a 52 spur. That gear ratio is like 3.3. And the Hobao comes stock with a 45 tooth spur and a 16 tooth pinion. So that gear ratio is 2.81. So it's taller, geared for top speed. So my logic here is maybe the vehicle kind of felt underpowered yesterday after I reviewed the footage. And maybe it doesn't need as big as tires as it has on it because it is 6S. So that's what we're testing today, team, is just these tires and seeing how this thing performs versus how it performed yesterday. Let's go. Also, before we got into it, I wanted to address one more thing before we go. These battery trays, you can mount them this way. So now these tabs are pointing downwards so they won't fall this way now. They came from the manufacturer the other way. But if I would have read through the instruction booklet, I would have saw that there's different configs, so that's my bad. So that's the insight on that. Also, you notice the vehicle was wobbling yesterday, and I'd never adjusted the dual rate steering. Not sure if that's going to make a difference. So that's another thing we're going to be testing today as well. So I just wanted to touch upon those two items from yesterday that I left out. All right, now let's get going. All right, team. Let's run this back with some smaller tires on it. Oh, it's just feeling way snappier. This is the power I was missing yesterday. Because those front tires, oh, you could just tell. Oh my. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Where you don't balloon off the top. Wow, that's what I was looking for yesterday. That's that snappiness I was looking for. Unreal. Oh, that makes a heck of a difference already. I mean, if you think about it, team, the BLX 6S's, right, from Arma, they don't, need big old tires on them, and they're snappy. And I felt like this. Look at that now. Oh, I'm loving that. Let's bring it back now. Still wants to wobble a little bit. I turned the dual rate. Let's turn the dual rate all the way up. All right, got the dual rate all the way up now. Oh, that's why. The dual rate needed to be turned up. That wobbling stopped. Oh, that's the snappiness I was looking for yesterday, that I felt we were missing. Look at that thing lean through the corners now. Oh, yes. Yes, Hobao, I think those tires were a little aggressive. You can keep this in the A scale range. Look at that. Yeah. And if you're gonna put big tires on it like that, make sure they don't balloon as much. It took a lot of energy away. Now what I'm gonna do is do some of those diff oil recommendations that Brutally Average and Eskimo were talking about. But yes, Now this thing is feeling very, very agile and nimble. And I thought it was good yesterday, but it was, look at that. I was not taking those corners like that yesterday, and those tires just wouldn't allow it. Look at that. You can figure with that wide stance too, you would be able to rip like that. I felt like I was babying it. Went back and watched the footage yesterday, and I was like, man, I was babying that thing. Now look at that thing through the corner. Woo! Okay. I knew we didn't do it justice yesterday. I'm glad we ran it back. Look at that. Oh, that thing is cornering like a machine. Oh, it's leaning nice now. That wobbling's gone. Had to turn the dual rate all the way up. Look at this. Wow. That is love, team. Now it's not feeling underpowered at all. And it doesn't feel laggy on the speed or the turning. Look at that. Look at that throttle playing through the turn. A lot more exciting to watch. Yesterday, I rewatched the footage, and I was like, God, that is boring, kind of. I was like, I'm missing some of that crazy speed action I love through the turns. Yeah, this thing is A scale. 6S, you don't need like those big honking tires because you lose out on that drivability. When you got a wide stance like this, fast digital servo, don't let some big tires slow it down. Yeah, look at that now. Oh, that's acceptable. Oh, car coming. Yeah, look at that now. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back angry now. Oh, yeah. I'm loving it now. This is that excitement I was lacking. Now the energy of it is a lot more matching to what I need. Yep. Yes. Now it's a little driver. It's a little good little ripper now. Yep. No battery. Now fix the battery trays. It can do all that. Very, very excited to drive this thing around. Yeah, even with some belteds now on here, it's going to be dangerous. Yep. Listen to that now. I felt like yesterday I'd be pushing the gas down and it would just lag behind. Now I can just let off. Look at that power through the turn. I'll sacrifice big tires for agility. I think they're probably trying to go after like the X-Max, like bigger RC 7 scale. But really, this thing is meant to be an A scale vehicle. 6S, man. I mean, look at that. I'd way rather take that. Look at that turning. It's a riot. Especially the way they have this suspension tuned. I mean, I'm just gonna coast, accelerate. Ooh. With that dual rate being turned all the way up, the steering's throwing a lot with more what I was looking for. Look at that though. Wow. I'm glad we reran it. Look at that. That's Hug Central. Now I'm excited to gear it up. This is just the stock gearing. I bet you with like a 20T in it now, it'll be fun. Look at that through the turn now. Oh. Sorry, Mr. Hobao. I didn't do you much justice with those tires. I'm kind of glad that tire blew. Oh, that's so ready. I mean, I'm literally just letting off the throttle a tiny bit, then pumping it as I go through. Let it off. Pump. That's exciting. That's the energy I was looking for. And it's not wobbling. And I think Brutally Average was correct. It was a combination of the tires ballooning, but I also think the dual rate steering as well. Look at that counter steering go. Oh yes, Mr. Hobao, I'm loving ya. Now combined with some different shock oil weights like RC Eskimo was talking about, some different diff oil stuff. This is gonna be a driving machine. Look at it now. Look at it come back around. Oh yeah. I am so much more satisfied with this now. To be honest with you, team, I was feeling kind of disappointed after yesterday's unboxing and first run. Oh, that was tough. Oh, and it just wants to skid around and drift. Yes. Yes, sir. Yep. I'll definitely sacrifice the wheeling and the pitching up for smaller, more agile tires, team. That's for sure. Hey man, how you doing? That thing's a tough one. Look at that. Doing what it's supposed to do right there. Oh, nose buried it. Mr. Hobao was leaving me unsatisfied yesterday. Oh, that's the lipo, team. That is the lipo for Mr. Hobao. Let's bring it on in. Woo! Team, thanks for joining me on this run of the Hobao Hyper +2. And we solved, I think, the issues that I reported yesterday after the unboxing and maiden voyage. One, the battery packs. Turned them around. Now the tabs aren't facing the ground, they won't drop out. Two, the tires, right? I think the smaller tires made this thing a lot more agile. It's a 6S vehicle. I don't think it needs some big tires that balloon and take energy away from it. Keep these 4 tires down and this thing is turning like a maniac and accelerating crazy. 3, the dual steering rate. I had it turned midway. I turned it all the way up and that wobbling stopped. And I appreciate your Brutally Average and RC Eskimo for offering your insight. Team, appreciate the time every time. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this.